Dad blame Beverly Hills. There ain't a possum shank to be bought around here at any price. What good is having $68 million? I ask you.
Well, this morning is good for getting a lot of paper signed for Mr. Drysdale.
You was doing that when I left here 2 hours ago.
Oh, I signed 10 or 12 since then.
You got all them to go yet?
I'm just glad I don't have to read them.
The money's a curse, Jed. It's a curse. If you didn't have it, you wouldn't be needing to do all of this. We'd be living where there was possums aplenty, and the young'uns wouldn't be so spoiled that they was...
Hello? Oh, Jethro, where are you calling from?
Try and guess. No? No? I guess again.
Jethro, where are you calling from? What? I'll be right there. Come on, Granny.
Hello, operator. This here's Jethro Bodine. I just gonna let you folks know that I got a telephone in my truck now. I rigged it myself.
He's put a phone in the truck.
Yeah, with an unlisted number.
Not foolishness. He's got too much time and money on his hands.
Bye, operator. How about this?
What are you up to?
Uncle Jed, I figure it's about time we start acting like rich folks. Heck, every millionaire's got a phone in his car. Now, you stay right here. I'll phone you from Wilshire Boulevard.
I tell you, Jed, that boy is round the bend.
I don't know. Making a phone work from a truck takes a heap of smarts.
He's connected to the house.
Yeah, I hope he's keeping count of how much wire he's got. Here's he misfigured a mite.
Now you see what comes from having too much money. Millionaires, phones in the car. His rope has slipped, it's pulling.
I'll admit, things seemed a mite simpler when we was poor.
Money is the stem of all evil.
Granny, it's the root of all evil.
Now you're coming around.
Read that back, please.
Dear sir, it gives me great pleasure to inform you that the Clampett account has now reached the amount of $68,415,000. Signed, very truly yours, etc., etc. Now, who shall I send it to?
To me. I love getting good news in the mail.
Oh, pardon me. I'm Virginia Jennings from UCLA. I wondered if I might see Mr. Drysdale.
Well, he...
Come in, come in. My door is always open to American youth. Oh, this is Miss Hathaway. How may I help you, my dear?
Well, I'm president of the Philosophy Society at the university, and we have voted to make you an honorary member.
Well, this is a surprise, eh, Miss Hathaway?
Yes, congratulations, Chief.
Because of his generous and humanitarian ways, the Friends of Plato do hereby appoint Milburn Drysdale an honorary fellow.
Thank you. You know, I've always been a devotee of the great philosophers. Rockefeller, Morgan, Rothschild, Getty.
Yes. Well, now that you're a member of the FOP, I know you'll want to participate in our current project.
Certainly, certainly. What is it?
We're trying to raise funds to help a number of impoverished students finish their education.
What a wonderful idea. Who are they?
Well, I'm one. The other two girls are waiting outside.
Say, that's very clever of you.
Then we can count on your support?
Of course, you have my blessing.
We were hoping for something a little more tangible.
Like money?
Frankly, yes.
Say no more. Here at the Commerce Bank, we're always ready to help out needy students. Help her out, Miss Hathaway.
But it would only be a small loan for a few luxuries, you know, food, shelter, clothing.
Out. And tell your buddy Plato not to come begging around here either.
You just know safety, Chief.
Boy, I hope she gets a loan. I'm starving. Oh, if only we were food economic majors. We'd have some homework to eat. Jenny, that happy, radiant look on your face can only mean one thing.
You're right. I bombed out.
What do we do now?
Well, there's one more chance. I met this old kook of a millionaire named Clampett once when I was writing a term paper. He might help.
Let's go.
Now, wait a minute. Instead of the Friends of Plato, we ought to give ourselves a name that'll get sympathy.
Oh, well, how about Friends of oppressed, educationless youth.
You got the right idea, but the initials should spell out some catchy word.
So?
So that spells phooey. Come on, we'll think of something on the way.
I tell you, Jed, we was better off before you struck oil. What's it got us? Nothing but trouble.
Yeah, but we got to think of the young'un.
I am. Look at Jethro, acting like he's got a head full of harmony. And Ellie Mae, buying all them skimpy things like that miniskirt. Wouldn't even keep her knees warm.
Yeah, but she's learned a lot since then. Matter of fact, she's been downtown shopping all morning. Said every dress she bought was extra practical.
Huh, Granny? How you liking the new dress?
That's a practical dress.
So she says.
Practical for what? Catching cold?
It's mighty pretty, but is that what you call practical?
Why, sure. It's made out of paper. Paper? Yes, sir. It gets dirty, you just wad it up and throw it away.
Paper dresses. Well, you can strike me deaf. Now I've heard everything.
And it only costs $25.
For a paper dress? Why, for 25 cents, any newsboy would have sold her enough goods for a whole wardrobe.
Millions is going to her head.
She's just the beginning. If you get any richer, we'll all end up wearing cardboard underwear.
This is the place. You park your bikes over there and wait for me.
I hope that new name you thought of gets us some money.
Well, it's got to do better than the Friends of Plato. Who'd give money to an outfit called Fox? Good luck. Don't worry. I'll tell Mr. Clampett he's saving a potential college drop-over.
You mean drop out?
No, I mean drop over. If I don't eat pretty quick, I will.
And when was the last time you got to go fishing?
Well,
Afore you got the money. And when was the last time you got to harvest a crop?
well,
Afore you got the money. I say it's been nothing but a curse.
Granny, you're probably right, but what are we going to do? As long as we're stuck with it, we just got to suffer along. Oh, howdy, young lady. Come in.
Thank you, Mr. Clampett. Hello, Granny.
Well, if it ain't little Ginny Jennings from up to the college.
Sure enough. What can we do for you?
Well, Mr. Clampett, I'm here representing Needy.
Needy?
Yes, the National Establishment for Educating Deserving Youth.
That sounds like a worthy cause.
Oh, it is, Mr. Clampett, and, well, to be honest, Needy needs money. A lot of it.
A lot of it?
Yes, sir.
Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
That sounds like an outfit could use $68,415,000. Young lady, step in the kitchen. I'm going to write you a check.
Thank you again, Mr. Clampett. With this check, you have unlocked the economic shackles on that great door of learning, beyond which lies the sum total of human knowledge.
Well, you're surely welcome to. Bye.
Bye, honey.
Goodbye, patrons of knowledge, generous benefactors of scholarly endeavor. Farewell, good friends.
Did you get it, or didn't you?
Yes. Such wonderful people, you know. So kind and warm and really interested
How
in young...
much?
Oh, I don't know. I haven't looked at the check yet.
Well, is it enough to buy a hamburger?
Oh, I'm sure it's more than enough. Yeah. $68,415,000.
Oh, great. Let's see. 68
million?
Oh, dear. We is plumb broke, and I've never been so happy in my whole life.
I feel this like I've been took out of harness myself.
I hope they don't spend it all in one place.
I reckon an outfit like that Needy has got plenty of folks that can use the money.
Well, let's go tell the young'uns. Then I'm going to get out my sewing things and commence to make Ellie some clothes like I used to.
Make sure you use a good grade of paper.
Oh, go on. I don't have to take no joshing from an ex-millionaire that ain't got a penny to his name.
You know, I'm feeling better every minute. Fact is, I think I'll just walk right down to the bank and give Mr. Drysdale back his papers.
There's another person that won't have to worry about your money no more.
Yep. He'll be able to breathe a whole lot easier now.
No, I just can't cash it. Not this much money.
Why not? Mr. Clampett's probably got 10 times that. Who's gonna miss it?
That's not the point. What are we going to do with $68 million?
We could get something to eat. Yeah. A bowl of chili, some onion rings, a grilled cheese with a chocolate shake, and French fries and apple pie. And
What do we do with the change? Leave a $68 million tip?
Well, we don't have to spend it all on ourselves. We can help other kids get through the university.
Yeah, we can buy books, supplies.
We could buy the university.
I suppose we could do a lot of good with this money.
Please!
All right, I'll think about it. Thank you, Mr. Drysdale. Come on, kids.
It's true, Chief. I telephoned Granny, and Mr. Clampett signed the check. She's positively elated about it.
Oh, boy, I've got to stop eating herring and sour cream before bed. It's given me the worst nightmare I've ever had. Well, it's just like I'm awake.
You are awake, Chief.
Mind your own business.
You might as well face it. The Clampett account is gone.
Now, don't panic. This is business. These things happen. You win a few, you lose a few.
Well, Chief, I'm really impressed with the way you're taking this. What are you writing?
A suicide note.
Oh, now. Get a hold of yourself. There's nothing we can do about it.
Oh, yes, there is. We can fight.
What?
I've let Mr. Clampett get away too long with his crazy money ideas of his, and I'm calling a halt. I'm going to tell him if he persists with this insane idea, it's going to rub hard on him, real hard. I'll say to him, Mr. Clampett, if you give away all your money, you're going to have to move out of that mansion immediately.
Chief.
No, I'm through fooling around. And I'll say, Mr. Clampett, if you're broke, you're real broke. That means no money for food, no gasoline for the truck, nothing.
Chief, Mr. Clampett is...
I don't care who he is. I'm going to get tough.
Right, Dale? You don't have to get tough. We fully expect to give the house back. It's only fair. And don't worry about us spending no money. We know we're broke and we're glad of it.
Isn't there anything I can do?
Sure is. You can start relaxing, and it shouldn't take long now that you ain't got the money to worry about.
Mr. Clampett?
Ah, this ain't goodbye. We'll be in touch. And, Miss Jean, see can you get him to do a little fishing?
Chief, you're crying again.
Yeah, let's get going.
I'm almost done, Granny, but we want to be sure and leave the place looking like we found it.
Uncle Chet, have a heart. What's a sophisticated, educated playboy like me gonna do around all them hog wrestlers back home?
Oh, I reckon you'll get by.
But, Uncle Chet, I belong here. Beverly Hills folks is my kind of people.
Welcome to stay if you want to.
Well, I can't without money. I've done gone and got used to a high standard of living.
Well, you're between a rock and a hard place, because I ain't got no money to give you.
Granny, we've been living here for 5 years. Now we's leaving. Ain't you sad?
Yeah, sad it took so dad blame long to pack.
All right, boy, drive on.
Chief!
It's no use, Miss Hathaway. I'm going to that big safety deposit box in the sky.
Oh, for heaven's sake!
What else is left to live for? All the good things in life are gone. All 68 million of them.
Chief, you're acting like a child. Now, why don't you approach this Clampett problem constructively?
It's too late. Don't try to change my mind. Just pull the desk out from under me.
Oh, Chief, I couldn't.
If you feel that strongly about losing me.
Oh, no, it's not that. It's just that this desk is too heavy for me to pull.
Miss Hathaway.
You'd like to get onto this chair. Well, be reasonable. Well, why don't you forget about losing the Clampett account and start trying to get the Jennings account?
The what account?
The Friends of Plato. They have the money now.
Yes. Say, that's right. I know. I'll try to get the Jennings account. Miss Hathaway, I just saved the day.
Jethro, can't you go no faster? I want to get back to them piney woods whilst I can still climb a tree.
Yeah, let's go.
Uncle Chet, are you gonna give them the big news or should I?
What you mean?
We ain't gonna make it to them woods back home. The gas we got, we'll be doing good if we get outside the city limits.
How far can we go?
Beats me. We's running on wishful thinking right now.
You better find the first big, thick green woods you can. First place you see more than 2 trees together, pull over.
Ranger Warkle here. Warkle. W-A-R-K-L-E. Right. A truck about to dump some trash at the east boundary. But there's not even a road on that side of the park.
Well, this is as far as we're going, Uncle Jed. The tank's drier than dust.
Well, leastways we made it into some tolerable woods. How's Granny doing back there, Ellie?
Well, she's still asleep, Pa. Has been since before we turned off the road.
How'd she manage to sleep through all this bumping?
Plumb tuckered out. She loaded up the truck single-handed in 20 minutes flat.
Oh, I must have dozed off. Oh, we're back in our woods. And so soon. My, look how pretty everything looks here at home. Nothing's changed a bit. I feel like a new person now that I'm here.
Granny,
Oh, I gotta kiss the ground. The hallowed soil of my homeland. Oh, I've waited so long for this.
Granny, I think I'd hold off on that.
How come?
Well, we ain't exactly home.
Where is we?
Strictly speaking, we're still in Los Angeles.
Los Angeles? Pooey! You dumb cluck, you've been driving around in circles.
We come as far as we could with the gas we had.
You mean we've stuck here?
For a little while, but leastways, we got good dirt under our feet. We got trees, bushes, sky to look at.
Birds and breeze to listen to. And...
How about it, Granny?
Los Angeles, pooh!
All right, here we are. Miss Jennings, your new home. Compliments of the Commerce Bank.
But this is the Clampett mansion.
Ah, but not anymore. It's yours for as long as you want it. And in those boxes, you'll find a few more surprises from the Commerce Bank.
Gee, you can't afford to give her the car and all of this?
You've got to spend $1 to make $1. Besides, I'm keeping the trading stamps.
Really, Mr. Drysdale, I just don't feel right about your giving us all these things.
Nonsense. It's just what I felt in my heart. And there's absolutely no strings attached. Of course, when it comes time to depositing the check, I hope you'll keep in mind that other banks would give you a calendar or a lousy blotter or something. Oh, goodbye.
Look, Jenny, this coat still has a tag on it. 4,500 clams. And this dress must be a Paris original.
Look, put it all back. I'm not going to take any of it, or this mansion, or that car.
What?
Look, Mr. Drysdale is only doing it so I'll deposit this check in his bank, and I just can't cash it.
All right, but we can at least try some of these things on.
Well, I suppose we could do that much.
Yeah.
You know, Jed, staying on here till we get enough money to go home on might not be so bad after all.
Yeah, leastways we's in the woods, away from all them buildings.
I've been studying on it. I'll bet you the owner of these woods would let us sharecrop them if we asked him. That way we could trade off the harvest for gas.
He'd probably be tickled pink just to get his land cleared.
Uncle Jed, I gotta talk to you. I've been out for a long tramp in the woods, and there's something I found out.
What?
I got to head back to the city. I've gone and got too sophisticated to live out here like a wild animal.
You have?
Well, heck yeah. When you took on as much class and savoir-faire as me, you can't just up and chuck it like a pair of dirty overalls.
Well, it's your life, boy. How do you figure on making a living?
Well, I'm gonna have me a talk with that there needy outfit. Having all your money, they can support me in a manner which I've become accustomed.
Well, before you make up your mind, why don't you listen to what we're planning to do out here?
Okay, shoot.
Well, we're going to look up the owner of this land and see can we clear it for a little farm.
But that'd take a good 6 weeks of wood chopping.
Yeah, and it'll feel good to get back doing some hard work for a change.
Well, I'm sorry, Uncle Jed, but it'd be too risky for me to do that kind of unskilled labor.
What you mean?
Well, I've been planning on being a brain surgeon or a soda jerker. And for either one, I got to protect these hands.
Well, good luck, boy. Be sure and say bye to your Granny and Ellie Mae before you leave, and let us hear from you.
Yes, sir. Bye, Uncle Jed.
Jed Clampetts, my name.
I'm Ranger Warkle.
Well, pleased to meet you, Ranger. Who?
Warkle. W-A-R-K-L-E.
Yeah, Warkle. Sounds a little like a bird call, don't it?
What are you doing with this axe?
Oh, you got something to do with this land?
Well, you could say that, yes.
Well, you're going to be happy to hear this. We're planning on chopping down all these trees and plowing and planting a little corn.
Oh. And I suppose you want to build a little red barn and put up a nice fence, too.
Not unless we get some livestock.
You trying to get my goat?
Oh, we don't need a goat. Well, what do you say? Can we commence clearing?
Listen, you old coot. Can't you figure out why these trees are standing here?
Oh, but if you don't watch your tongue, you're going to have to find somebody else to chop them down.
Honey, who are you?
Who are you?
I'm Jethro Bodine. I used to live here.
Oh, but Mr. Drysdale said we could
Hey,
take...
I bet you're the folks from Needy. Is Jenny Jennings here?
Jethro?
Jenny? Jenny Jennings? Is that you?
Well, yes, Jethro, but what are you doing here? I thought you and your family had moved.
Well, we did, but I just ain't cut out for that poor dirt farmer a bit. Well, it might be all right for them others, but I'm too much of a swinger now. I need about $1 million or $2 from Needy.
You need money? But your Uncle Jed's a millionaire.
Not no more. He give it all to you.
All of it?
Eh, he's flattered to run over hat.
Well, whose car is that?
I don't know.
Well, I'll go see if there's anybody out back.
I hope I can get that jar of crow gizzards that I left in the pantry. If we can't trade them for gas, I don't know what we'll do.
Don't worry, Granny.
Can't get over that Warkle fella running us off that land.
Well, that's my fault, Granny. He probably took it personal when I said his name sounded like a bird call.
Oh, we've got to go find him. Oh, Mr. Clampett, we were just leaving to look for you. You've got to take this check back.
I do?
If we kept this money, we'd be miserable for the rest of our lives. It just isn't fair. Come on, girls, we've got to take this stuff back now.
He's right, Granny. It ain't fair to make them young'uns suffer with all our millions.
Did you notice how they were dressed? The money was starting to ruin them already.
Mr. Clampett, what are you doing back here? Where are the girls going?
I'm afraid we got some bad news for you, Mr. Drysdale. We're leaving my money in your bank. We ain't giving it away.
Do you see it, Miss Hathaway? They're giving it back to me. Oh, Miss Hathaway.
Well, it was nice being broke while it lasted.
Yeah, but the money is our problem. It's up to us to bear the burden of it.
Us and Mr. Drysdale. Look at him crying. He's as miserable as we are.
Yeah, too bad.
It's a curse, Jed. It's a curse.